Hi, this is Luis Souza from rawveganpower.com, and I'm answering another question here in our Raw Vegan Power show. The question comes from Carol. Carol is from England, and she says she is middle-aged. Well, I'm gonna read this question because it's long, but I like it, I have eaten a vegan diet years, except recently saw a nutritionist, and she said humans have evolved to eat animal foods. I have some raw foods, mostly fruits. I saw a raw food nutritionist in the past, except after a couple of months had digestive spasms after eating too many mixtures of blended sweet peppers with orange juice, avocado pears, I don't know what it is, etc. And an Ayurvedic practitioner told me that my diet should emphasize warming foods. I had the same opinion given to me from a macrobiotic practitioner, and so I am quite confused at the moment. I should say that my instincts tell me that raw foods are more energizing than cooked foods. It seems that microbiotics say that if you live in a cool climate, you should have warm food and not any fruits. I can't follow that idea, seeing that fruits feel so healthy and are high in colorful antioxidants. Well, Carol, you see, you are mentioning here something that it's really happening. There is lots of confusion, even between raw vegan leaders. And people don't really have one idea. It seems that there are many people thinking different stuff, and hopefully in the future one of these ideas will prevail, you see. And I think this is already happening. The first nutritionist that you mentioned says that humans have evolved to eat animal foods. Some people think like that humans evolved to drink dairy, for instance. And sometimes I think about this, because there are the ones who evolved and they don't feel any problems, right? They drink dairy, they drink milk, they eat dairy, they eat meat, and they seem to thrive, right? I'm not one of those, and I see that many people didn't evolve really because they are having problems, right? They are having diseases, right? So this evolution thing I really don't believe, because or maybe some of us did evolve and others didn't. Anyway, I don't see the point of eating something that you don't need, especially when you realize that you can really thrive without eating animal stuff, right? Any kind of animal stuff. Well, and then you mention other raw food diets. Well, as I mentioned before, in the raw vegan community, since I started, I interviewed many people, and I read not so many books, but I did read some of them, and And what I realized is that there is confusion between raw vegans as well. But no one is so simple and so clear as the 8-10-10 diet, because with the 8-10-10 diet you realize the proportions of different macronutrients that you need to thrive. And it's so simple to understand that you need carbohydrates. It's a biology class stuff, right? Everyone learns this in school. Well, as I understand until now, most people aren't able to stick to a raw vegan diet when they aren't, because they aren't eating enough calories coming from carbohydrates, and they are eating too much fat. Okay. Well, for me, too much fat doesn't make you any good, and this could be the problem that you had with your diet when you followed that advice, because some raw food nutritionists don't have this idea of these proportions that is so simple, you see. And then people start eating many crackers and other foods that are mainly, I wouldn't say mainly, but they have too much fat. Okay, so this could be a problem. Well, regarding your macrobiotic practitioner advice, well, you see, I always say, and I really think that the most important thing about any diet that you can choose is to develop self-knowledge. Okay? You need to learn your body, to learn what's best for you. Okay? Self-knowledge is the best thing that you can get from any diet, and especially the raw vegan diet. The most important thing is that you keep yourself far away from processed foods. I would say refined sugars, caffeine, meat, dairy, you see. But if you sometimes want to eat something warm, especially during the winter, and your body is craving for that, why not? Why not eat some cooked potatoes? Okay, I wouldn't say that you can't do that. Okay, it's you can eat some warm food. You see, you don't need to be 100% raw vegan. The idea of being 100% is tough, and won't make you any good, really. If you start pushing yourself too hard on that direction, of 100%, I think it won't benefit you. You can have this goal for some time, maybe 1 month or even years if you like, but you don't need to really think that once you are there 100% raw vegan, that you need to stay there forever, you see. And if you want to eat something else sometimes, what's the problem, The important thing is that you realize that you should have a high raw vegan power level. I even wrote an article about that. You should have a high raw vegan power level in your diet, which means that most of your diet would come from raw vegan food. I would say that 8+ it would be awesome, you know. You don't need to be really 100%, you know, and this remaining 20% that we are mentioning here could be something that you know, you are craving, or you see, the idea of being 100% may be counterproductive. You know, you may feel really in a prison, in a certain sense. You see, and I don't like that. Well, but fruits really are healthy and they have lots of antioxidants. So go for them, you know. Eat lots of fruits, eat lots of veggies. If you want to eat something warm sometimes, do it, okay? And if other people evolved to eat animal stuff, and your nutritionist is right, what can we do, right? Let them evolve. I don't see it as an evolution, you know. I think it's actually it's just the opposite. You know, if you need the animal stuff, you aren't evolving. Actually, you are like a primitive, unevolved being, right? Because you need more stuff, you know. Our evolution, and that's really cool to understand, our evolution is not in the direction of needing more stuff. Our evolution is in the direction of needing less stuff. When you realize that we are spiritual beings, you realize that reality, you know. You realize that we evolve towards needing less stuff. You see? Okay, that's my advice to you, Carol, from England, and keep sending me more questions at rawveganpower.com/welcome. Subscribe to our newsletter, rawveganpower.com/VIP, because it is a VIP list, okay? And subscribe to this channel, okay? Give a thumbs up if you liked this video. Thumbs up to our video here. And I really love to answer your questions. So let's see you in the next answer that I'm going to give you. Okay? Thank you and bye bye.